Today on TNT Big Show, will Metroid Prime 4 break through the glass ceiling? All today on TNT Big Show. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Lynn Tackett.
And this is Shawn.
Welcome to TNT Big Show, bringing you explosive news and reviews and opinions. And if you want to help the channel grow, hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Help the video by watching a whole video, thumbs up, commenting, just be nice, and share it. Now let's get right to the story today. I've played every mainline Metroid game.
And I can attest to that.
Yes.
She has.
I've even played some of the offshoot games like the Metroid Pinball game and Metroid...
I love that. I wish they would bring that to the Switch.
Yep, Metroid Prime Hunters. And yes, I'm going to say it, I love Metroid Prime Federation Force.
Yeah.
I don't care what people say.
That was so underrated.
Yeah.
Very underrated.
Such a quality game. But unfortunately for me, Metroid has not been as big of a hit as The Legend of Zelda, Mario, Kirby, Pokemon, Donkey Kong, even Yoshi. Unfortunately, Samus is more of a cult status, and it really saddens me that Metroid Dread on one system is the best-selling Metroid game of all time with 3.1 million units.
And I honestly thought it would be the remastered of Metroid Prime. I really did.
Well, I mean, I think that's at 1.7 to 2 million units, but now if you combine that with the GameCube version, then Metroid Prime is the best-selling Metroid game of all time with around 5 million copies. Yeah. There was a reason why Metroid skipped the N64. Nintendo didn't believe that they wanted Metroid anymore. And then they tasked Retro Studios with bringing Metroid back, and Prime ended up winning Game of the Year, but it didn't sell like Nintendo thought it would. People were oogling and googling over Grand Theft Auto, or a much better game was being overlooked.
And see, that's what kind of made me disgustingly sick. I'm going to give you all a little history lesson here. Do you know who the very first woman heroine was in video games? Michelle knows the answer. Do y'all know? Samus Aran, aka Metroid.
Yeah.
Well, she wasn't a Metroid, she was a
right,
hero.
Right, yeah.
But the game Metroid, she was the very first woman hero. And you think that would be great. But, unlike Tomb Raider and Lara Croft, not the new versions that they did now.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get a little risque here, folks, so forgive me. Lara Croft, when she was out on the PlayStation, she made Dolly Parton look like she had two pebbles sitting on a sidewalk. And guys, you know, that's why they bought the game, because, you know, her breasts were bigger than two semi-buses. But with Samus Aran, she was a hero, a strong woman. And for some reason, and it still exists today, alpha males, that's what I'm going to call them, don't want to play as a woman. And that's sad.
Yeah.
That's so sad. I'm a heterosexual male, and some of my games, I play as women, don't I, Michelle?
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me at all.
No.
Don't.
I mean, especially like in Japan, where Metroid has never caught on.
No.
I think just a lot of it has to do with Samus being a woman.
Exactly.
And the fact that, I think another thing is, you can't see her face, and Smash Brothers did a lot for her now.
Yeah, Samus Zero Suit Samus.
Right,
yeah,
a lot of people started to put two and two together, connect the dots and stuff. At first, people always thought of Samus as that robot from Smash Brothers, which would just infuriate the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that Prime 4 can be the game that bursts through the glass ceiling.
I hope it is, but I would just say this, Michelle. I hope and pray it is. Not just for you, but for me and for video game heroines everywhere.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4 does not do it. You just might as well forget it. I could not see any other Metroid-style game doing it.
This is the perfect game to do it. There's so much hype around it. History. And really, except for the yearly Call of Duty and stuff, there's nothing big coming out on other systems that we know of right now. It can change, but I'm just saying if it doesn't, this could be a prime year for Metroid Prime 4.
Exactly. It could.
And I'm hoping that it sells at least 8 to 10 million units.
Well, I'm hoping beyond hope with that. I hope it goes up to like 20 million.
I know, but I'm being more realistic.
Don't be so negative.
I know, it's just, I want to, hopefully it'll outdo my expectations. Yeah. I think what would help it, because some people hate this about Metroidvania games, is that you always have a save spot, and if you get killed or something, then you go all the way back to the save spot.
Yeah.
I think if Metroid Prime 4 were to have a save anywhere feature, that
auto save,
right, could turn a lot of people on fun to the Metroid series.
Because you know what you're thinking. People are like, well, why would they do that? Let's go back again to every 2D Mario, Michelle. What did they all have? A time limit.
Right.
Super Mario Wonder broke that tradition.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4 could have an auto-save. They don't have to, well, it's Metroid Prime, so they gotta have that. No.
Right.
They can change it. You can have an auto-save in the game. I tell you, I hope and pray they never bring it back. Because I hated the timer in that game.
I think another thing that would help is fast travel. Xenoblade does it. A lot of games that have big areas do it now. And instead of backtracking all the way, because it doesn't bother me, but, you know, a lot of people it does bother. And if it's in there, I'm not going to use it because I love my backtracking in Metroid. But I think for people that hate backtracking, putting that in there would help a lot as well.
Warping.
Yeah, warping, you know, fast travel, you know, like in Xenoblade there are so many places you can travel to, you know, and all you have to do is go to your map, go to a marker, boom, you're there.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that should be too.
Because Prime 4, according to rumors and stuff, is a big game.
Yeah.
That it's much bigger than Prime 1, 2, and 3. It's not Tears of the Kingdom big, but it's a pretty dang big game. It's kind of like Monster Hunter Rise big, and that's a big game, you know, and Halo Infinite. I'm hoping that they can do something like that.
I hope so too.
Yeah, if they make the quality of life improvements that gamers want with an engaging story, which, look at some of the hiring. Story is not the most important thing for me.
Yeah,
but
neither.
I do like a good story. Look at Xenoblade, Persona, Fire Emblem, you know, the great Final Fantasy games, you know.
Right.
I'm not against a good story either. Super Mario RPG.
Super Mario Wonder.
Yeah, Super Mario Wonder. If Metroid Prime 4 has a great story mixed with innovative gameplay, quality of life features, you could be right, Sean. This could be way bigger than a 10 million seller. It could make Metroid one of Nintendo's flagship franchises finally.
I hope it does.
Yeah.
I hope it does.
I think, though, that it's going to need to do stuff like that in order to do it. And if you're going to have traveling in the game, though, make it fun. Make fun mechanics. Look at Zelda. There's fast travel in Zelda, but a lot of people don't even use fast travel because of a lot of the fun, crazy crap you get to do in that game, you know.
Exactly.
Zelda is like Mario now, where you can just run around. I have played over 400 hours of Tears in the Kingdom, and I bet about 100 of them was just been me riding on a horse doing nothing, you know. Yeah.
Well, that's you're having fun.
Yeah, you know, like, that's what video games are really supposed to be about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do think that those are keys for Metroid to become next level franchise. Because you ought to see some of the people, folks, that have been hired to work on Metroid Prime 4. They worked on The Last of Us games and TV show. They worked on God of War. They worked at Marvel. They worked at Lucasfilm. They were all brought in to, and to quote the job hirings, use innovative storytelling techniques to engross gamers. They have pretty much basically said that Prime 4 is the game they're working on. And I'm just like, can you imagine if the story really grips people and Samus finally gets a personality more that people can connect with? That happens. This game could sell 15. It's why Tears of the Kingdom got screwed out of Game of the Year, because Prime 4 is just in, well, prime position to win that. I'm just going to wish Prime 4 luck.
I am too.
Watching a classic series like Metroid finally get its due, definitely be worth it.
Yep.
And to see Samus Aran, who is the actual queen, take her throne.
Well, I mean, one thing that gives me a light of hope. The Super Mario Brothers movie brought back women empowerment to a lot of young women.
Yeah.
Because really, people like Hillary Clinton, J.K. Rowling, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Laura Berbera, they don't stand out anymore. They don't speak for the strong woman anymore.
No.
It's people like Princess Peach.
Yeah.
It's people like Jessica Alba. It's people like Taylor Swift.
Yep.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Dua Lipa.
Yep.
These are the strong women now that people have actually wanted to represent feminism and stuff. It worked for Peach. Look at Mario Wonder.
Yeah.
How it sold the Mario movie.
Yeah.
Mario have its sparks of hope. Peach was really strong. This could be a promising light to Metroid Prime 4.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
And I really encourage people to support this game because Metroid really is one of the gold standard series. Has done so much for video games. More than Grand Theft Auto, more than Halo, more than Call of Duty and stuff. And people just don't realize it. All the games that have interlocking levels and all the backtracking and weapon upgrades, puzzle solving and stuff. Moving back and forth, up and down, and having a more non-linear path. That's all linked back to Metroid.
It goes all the way back. Folks, Samus Aran was the very first, not even PC. GoldenEye was the first console shooter. Samus Aran was the very first female heroine.
Yeah.
She was. Because a lot of people see Sega Master, Ari, and everybody else, guys don't want to play as women. And unfortunately, that still holds true. There's been some wall breaking down because I know there's a lot of guys who are excited about Princess Peach Showtime.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this will change.
I do too, because Samus deserves it, but the Metroid series deserves it as well. And the formula. You know, it's to me, such a good formula. Just cross fingers.
Yep.
This is me, Lynn Tackett.
And this is Shawn.
Have a good one. Thank you for staying to the end of the video and watching it. If you like all of our videos, note to join our other social medias like TikTok, Discord, Reddit, Instagram, Thread, X, and our WordPress blog. You can also support us by joining Patreon for as little as $1 a month, where you will get exclusive content, uncut videos, behind the scenes, watch that trailer, Jack's joke of the week, and my sports input. If you join the $25 tier, I will send you an autographed copy of The Buzzies for free. If you love horror movies and independent content, we're a great place to come and visit because we love supporting other independent creators and stuff. When you support us, you're supporting people who do all of this by ourselves. Me, Michelle, I'm the editor, I'm the director of the videos, I'm the producer, Shawn's the executive producer and content creator. So thank you everybody, and please look into supporting our Patreon, as it really does help out. Just $1 a month. Thank you and have a wonderful day.